Alright, so, I bet most of you are wondering what is inside your favorite Skullcrusher headphones. Today I'm going to show you, firsthand, what I have found. These broke, the cord was busted a lot, and I couldn't fix it. And, to be honest, they were actually quite bad anyway, but I opened it up, first took off that, and I found this. If I can focus it up properly. And these just remove if you take off these tabs. But I already did that on this earpiece right here. You can see that is empty. And after I removed all of the casings, I am left with these two speakers. Each of these speakers were inside the headphones. This one, I believe, is the subwoofer. And this one is the mid to upper range speaker. And it actually seems to be made of quite a cheap material because you see it's just a little plastic that deforms really easily. It's basically saran wrap. But this one looks a lot nicer. It depresses nicely and it actually looks like a real subwoofer almost. So I have my stereo system over here. I am going to plug them into here and see what happens because really these are of no use to me anyway. So I am going to select a song from my iPod and see what happens. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the circuitry of your bass booster. Now these boost the bass of the incoming signal and put it only to this headphone, or to this subwoofer speaker. And for a circuit, this actually is not complicated at all. I don't even think there's any ICs on here at all. If I can take it out, I might be able to show you other things about it. But, oh, there we go. This isn't really too important to me right now, but there we go. So yeah, you can see that there really is... What? Oh, okay. I was just wondering what this thing was. It's a that's the volume rocker. So there is a little IC. I'm not going to be using the bass booster circuit just because. So yeah. Alright. So, I have it hooked up. I have a song not playing right now, but through my stereo, I'm surprised how much volume it's taking to make it audible. But I'm just going to play it, and then I'm going to see what happens whenever I overload it. See how much it's vibrating. Quite a lot. Not warm, surprisingly. It seems to have straightened out the cone of the speaker. Surprised how loud it is without breaking. Well, that seems like it was a success, but let's see what happens whenever I plug it into the subwoofer. I have a feeling that this could be a bit more dramatic. Definitely a lot of vibration whenever I hold it. Let me see if I can find a bass heavy song on this iPod. There we go. Don't know if you can see the movement. I'll see if I can move it up here. Looks good. There we go. Surprised it's surviving this. This is a lot of power. No, let's see what happens whenever I put something on top of it. Where'd that little bead go? Well, that looks neat. See what it sounds like whenever I hold it up to the microphone. Sounds okay to me. You know, I have to put water on top of this just to see. Alright, so I put water on top of it. Now let's see what happens. Quite a reaction there. Now what happens if I turn it up even more? It's walking away. Alright, I need to find a good way to sit this without, okay, there we go. Quite interesting. But you know, it wouldn't be over if I didn't see that in slow motion, so I'm gonna add a little bit more water with this awful syringe that just squirts it everywhere. There we go. Entirely covered in water on the surface. This will also test if it's airtight, which I would be surprised if it was, but yeah. Well, I think that was a success. We got to see what was inside these speakers, got to see how they acted in other situations, and we had some fun doing it. This thing is like not even warm, that's surprising. But whenever I actually plug it into a actual speaker, Sony speaker, just a normal cabinet speaker, whenever I would plug this in, listen to how loud this is. Yeah, it's that. So, yeah, these things are very efficient as far as producing like projected sound, but still pretty interesting little speakers these are. Alright, and what the heck, I'm gonna put water on this one too. Oh, I hate this eyedropper. Or this syringe. It's like for teeth. Alright, let's see what this does. No, not nearly as much vibration. Still looks neat though. I'm gonna get this water off of here. Oh, maybe that's why it didn't look neat, because the volume wasn't all the way up. Okay. Oh. Stupid connection. Alright, so there's that. Let's get more water on here. Where is it? Underwater. It's probably seeping inside there, but who cares? Alright, let me turn up the brightness a bit. Alright. That looks really cool. Had to see what happens when I turn up the volume. Oh, that looks so cool. I'm gonna pause it. It looks like it's getting inside. Alright, so that was all great fun, but let's actually see. I'll turn off my thingy, my, whatever it is. It's water all inside this thing. Let's actually open these up and see what's inside the speakers themselves. How much wire, what the wire looks like. I'm going to take this one apart too, because good thing with headphones is you have two, because I still have that other ear to work with. But I'm going to go get a thing to cut it off with. Alright. Let's see how hard these things are to cut. Not very. And again, this is an X-Acto knife, so don't really know what to expect. water doesn't really matter. I'm actually doing this because I want to save these coils, because one of my friends and also me, we're planning on making a speaker, and whatever it is, some good speaker wire, those are expensive, and these have quite a lot. I mean, ooh, that looks wonderful, that wire. Just look at that. Yeah, I'll see if I can zoom in any more. There we go. Okay. Yeah, this looks, yeah, I'll just rip that off. This looks really nice as far as the wire goes. Nice and shiny, not charred at all from all that power I was putting in there. Let's see if I can't unravel this stuff. You might be able to see like a silhouette of a very thin wire shining right there. There's the wire. It's very thin, although I have actually come across wire quite much thinner than this. Alright, sadly I wasn't able to get all the wire off of it because the coil kept snapping and reasons, but now I'm going to get this coil. Quite tougher material this is. So let's see how good these things are actually made. Oh, caught on a wire. And wow, that's really quite interesting. It looks like that the coil is the stationary part, and that this magnet is the part that moves. That is interesting. I would never have guessed that. Let's see how strong this is. And that's, wow, that's like a neodymium magnet right there. That's amazing. Wow, that's actually really surprising, considering, like, I thought that these would just be, like, cheap ceramic magnets, but these are actually, like, really high-quality neodymium magnets. Like, you can see, like, it's not a lot of force to take it off, but for a magnet this small, that's pretty good. I'll save that. Over there it goes. Well, let's see what this magnet is. It looks like the same thing. Well, this one's a bit weaker in the treble earpiece, and again, it is smaller. Toss that over there as well. Okay. Random song there. Looks quite nice. Quite, for headphones, these are quite big. Although I have no idea how I would take these out. So, wish me luck. Alright, so I am back, and I am going to be showing you what these actually look like in the thingy. So I took it off from these, and this is the order it goes in. So your ear would be after this bit with the cushioning. So, yeah. I'm going to have to set the camera down here. So you can see the sub is actually right here, pointing out. I find that quite weird, probably for more vibration. But, either way, just going to see. Just focus it up here. There we go. And again, they are pretty cheap headphones. Alright, so I was right. That did give us access to the subwoofer. Get my multi-tool over here and just snip. Put that aside. Now for the tweeter. Not exactly sure what to do here. There we go, just use some force. There we go. I broke one of the leads off. That's okay. Mainly in these for the coiled stuff. And to get this cover off, I just did this. Popped it off with a screwdriver like so, using one of the holes. Yeah, just like this. Ow. Use a thing on my multi-tool for this. Alright, so I'm back in my room, and because my camera ran out of space on its 16GB card, surprisingly, I had some time to unravel a speaker, and this was from the second tweeter inside the headphones. You can see it in pieces over there. You see the subwoofer still there, but I'll get to that one afterwards. But there is quite a lot of wire. You can see that there's that bright line right there. And it goes all the way down. You can't see it anymore, but it goes all the way down to this fan over here, being held on by this little magnet. And that's quite a substantial amount of wire, and that's just the tweeter. Could use this to make a nice speaker, but I'm going to unravel the other one and see how that goes. Alright, so I'm done with the unwinding of the coils, both of them. I'm not exactly sure which one came from what, but it looked like the amount of wire on each one was about the same. However, it snapped when I was trying to unravel the subwoofer, so I think that's the one on the right is the subwoofer wire and the other one isn't. About good 8 feet wire. It's enough to make, I don't know, maybe another pair of headphones or a speaker, but I think that we've answered the question of what's inside these headphones, so if you ever wondered, you don't have to do it yourself now. So yeah, you have been watching me, LaserLord10, and I have been showing you what's inside things, in this case headphones, and hopefully I can show you some other things in the future. Maybe a link on the screen right now, but most likely not. So I will see you next time.